I'm Eddie Garcia, co-host of the Puck Podcast, with your Puck Podcast Hockey Minute, a recap of the night in the NHL, and a look ahead to tonight's action. Two games in the NHL on Wednesday, with the Leafs edging the Avalanche 2-1. Game winner in this one, a bizarre one. Toronto was shorthanded, clearing attempt down the ice, hit the referee who was trying to dive out of the way to miss the puck. He went down and it hit him awkwardly. That allowed Toronto to get the puck and score a shorthanded goal with the next shot, although it should be said it was a pretty soft goal allowed by Avs netminder Mackenzie Blackwood. Steven Lorentz getting the bizarre game-winning goal. Austin Matthews scored his 27th for Toronto, and goalie Joseph Woll 38 saves at net in the win for the Avs in their with their lone goal, Valerian Shushkin getting his 18th of the season in the loss. With the win, Toronto moves into a tie for first in the Atlantic Division with the Florida Panthers, both 85 points. With the loss, Colorado remains 4 back of Dallas in the race for second place in the Central, and home ice advantage in their likely first-round playoff matchup. Only other game saw the Wild shut out the Kraken 4-0 behind 34 saves from goalie Philip Gustafsson. Minnesota scored 3 goals in the first period in a span of a minute and 42 seconds. Matt Boldy had a pair of goals, numbers 22 and 23. Unfortunately for the banged-up Wild, they suffer another injury. Forward Marco Rossi leaving in the first period after being hit by a puck. He did not return. A very busy Thursday in the NHL with 14 games, and a lot of them important games, including 7 Eastern. You've got the Rangers hosting the Maple Leafs. We told you about Toronto tied for first in the Atlantic. For the New York Rangers, coming off a bad performance against the Flames, looking for a big win. They start the night 1 point out of the final wildcard spot in the East. The Avalanche are at the Senators. Ottawa holding on to the number 1 wildcard spot in the East. Colorado back in action for a second straight night, looking to keep pace with the Stars. Panthers are at the Blue Jackets. Columbus 3 points out of the final wildcard spot in the East. They've dropped 4 in a row and are desperate for a win. Flames are at the Devils. Calgary 2 points out of the final wildcard spot in the West to start the night. And the Capitals host the Flyers. Alexander Ovechkin still 8 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's single season career goal-scoring record. He's got 14 games left in the regular season to get those 8 goals. 7:30 Eastern, you've got the Canadiens at the Islanders. Montreal holding the final wildcard spot in the East. The Islanders are 3 points out of that final wildcard spot. And the Blues host the Canucks. Vancouver and St. Louis are tied with 75 points for the final wildcard spot in the West. 8 Eastern, the Stars host the Lightning. Dallas 4 points up on Colorado in the Central. Tampa Bay 2 points back of Florida and Toronto for first in the Atlantic. You've got the Ducks at the Predators. 8:30 Eastern, the Kings are at the Blackhawks. 9 Eastern, the Jets leading the Central Division are at the Oilers. Edmonton 2 points back of Vegas for first in the Pacific. Utah Hockey Club hosts the Sabres. Pretty much a must-win for Utah. 4 points out of the final wildcard spot in the West going into the night. 10 Eastern, you've got the Golden Knights, leaders in the Pacific Division, hosting the Bruins. And the final game, 10:30 Eastern, it's the Hurricanes at the Sharks. Carolina riding a 7-game winning streak. I'm Eddie Garcia. If you like this, please subscribe and like our YouTube channel and get notified when our latest shows come out. And check out our podcast recapping the past week in the NHL every Monday morning, which you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcast. Just search Puck Podcast.